this place, the soil that we're standing on, and the Hawaiian people who have come from this land, and who are intimately interconnected with that land that has been pillaged and whose resources have been so dramatically taken advantage of by visitors to these lands, mostly for profit, which has hurt the Hawaiian people because they are one with the land. So when you upset the land, you upset the people. And Martin Luther King Jr. should be celebrated, as we are gathered here today to celebrate his achievement, which is profound, especially in light of the work that is still yet to be done. For him to give his life and his mana'o and his aloha, unconditional kapu aloha, in the way in which he did and continues to do through his beautiful energy that we're celebrating today. He's one of the greats, the great stars, and there have been many great stars born of this soil that we don't celebrate as much and that we don't acknowledge as much. So I feel it's my duty as a rainbow warrior, a peaceful warrior, someone who practices Kapu Aloha as best I can. I feel it's my duty to have our attention go for a bit to the Hawaiian people, most of whom did not survive the introduction of ideologies that were very destructive to their way of life and continue to be. So as we look at Martin Luther King Jr., we should definitely be looking also at the policies that are still in place, that are impacting the Hawaiian people, just as we are looking at how they were impacted on Turtle Island, and as we see in Standing Rock, as we see in various places around the globe, there is a rise in Indigenous awareness that we are not separate from the land. The more we become aware of that fact, the greater our consciousness, the greater our aloha, the greater the peace that we will have. If we continue to see ourselves as separate from the land, we will suffer and possibly even commit collective suicide, because if you destroy what sustains us, you destroy us. So I just want us to acknowledge the Hawaiian people and acknowledge the sacred lands that we're all very fortunate to be walking upon as we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. I just got off a plane an hour ago with my son, Maikai, from spending the past 3 days at Iolani Palace. There's a vigil that takes place there once a year to acknowledge the illegal overthrow of Queen Liliuokalani. So Aloha Aina warriors, peaceful warriors from all over, gather on that particular spot, a very important place. When I arrived in the afternoon 3 days ago, there was a red carpet all the way from the main road to the front entrance of the palace. I thought, wow, that must be, I don't know, I didn't know what it was. I didn't know who had put it there. And I thought maybe they're going to create an enactment of the Queen being properly honored. But what I came to find out was pretty upsetting. They rent the Iolani Palace for parties, for corporate parties now. Yeah, I was shocked. People from a telecommunications organization had rented the home of someone who the Hawaiian people have a lot of aloha for. So it's unbelievably rude for people to be having beer in their hand, standing on a red carpet leading to the palace entrance, greeting all of these people for this telecommunications conference, having nothing to do with the vigil to celebrate the anniversary of the illegal overthrow. So, as we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr. and his life and message of unity, of inclusiveness, of aloha aina, of taking care of each other, malama, of kapu aloha, and yet turn our face and attention completely away from things like Iolani Palace being rented out to the highest bidder for parties, while people who have given up their lives to camp in acknowledgement of their queen, in acknowledgement of something that is still not right, something that will never be pono unless it is lawful. There is no treaty of annexation, as we know. At least make it lawful. And then we can begin there. But if we don't address the law, then every law can be broken. And as we see on these islands, every law has been broken. Water has been illegally diverted to this day. It continues to be illegally diverted. Land continues to be blown up in Kapu Aloha trading area. Depleted uranium continues to be released into the air as depleted uranium oxide every time they bomb. Every single time they train. A very toxic substance is released for all of us to breathe, causing birth defects in children who have been exposed. So it's a multi-generational attack. And there's a couple of people here that I respect so much. One who's going to speak right after I leave the stage, who's representing well the people. But unfortunately, we can see in the example of Martin Luther King Jr., were any of those people represented, and are they represented now? Many years I lived in New York. I lived on 111th, went in and out of Harlem every day. When you see it with your own experience, the genocide, and then when you spend a weekend at Iolani Palace while parties are going on, without a care in the world about the welfare of the Hawaiian people, we all have to ask ourselves, are we preaching to the choir? Are we making a difference in our own lives, in our own consciousness? Are we researching what has taken place here? Just out of curiosity, can I inquire who here is aware of the hearings, the TMT contested case hearings going on? And how many of you have watched the dialogue between the cross-examiners and the witnesses? So the ones who have raised their hands have knowledge of the fact that this battle continues here on this soil no different than it did in Martin Luther King Jr.'s time. No different. The homelessness is rising, all the situations, the state is making money essentially by imprisoning Hawaiian men. That's a long story that I just learned about, so I need to find my sources of information on that. But you look at the incarceration of black people. You look at the incarceration of American Indian people. You look at the incarceration of Hawaiian people. And yet the Hawaiian people are somehow different. Or somehow they must have it better because at least they're living here in paradise with the rest of us very fortunate people. So I think all celebrations are important because they help us to remember things. And what I feel needs to be remembered as we celebrate Martin Luther King Jr.'s life and message is we have to address our own backyard. We have to address our own families and our own backyards in terms of the land and support the people, the good people who are holding office, representing the well-being of this Aina, the well-being of the water for our children. We have to celebrate and support those people that are working so hard to protect everyone, not just Hawaiians. Hawaiians are a symbol to the world of Kapu Aloha. Their message is one of the most beautiful messages I've ever experienced in my life. I owe a debt to the Hawaiian people for hosting me here on this sacred soil. And so again, as we celebrate the life of this incredible human being and what he had achieved under great duress, I would just ask that we also, with equal awareness, equal research, equal remembrance, and equal attention to the people who have given such a gem to the world, not just this place, but the principle of aloha. So thank you for letting me speak about this. I go to the contested case hearings often. I see the blatant injustice of the process itself, of what is at stake. And I do that in my own way under duress with 7 police officers that I walk past every time I go to those hearings. For what? Do I look dangerous to you? I don't think so. Do I look dangerous to anybody? No. The people practicing Kapu Aloha are not dangerous. They come with love. We will persist with love, just like all the people who appreciate this man. So I would ask that you join all the patriots of aloha, true aloha, as we are right now for this gentleman. I was going to sing a song, but I feel that I've spoken longer than I anticipated because this is so blatant and yet so unaddressed, the well-being of the Hawaiian people. So I'll close with a chant instead of a song.
Oh kimono